Okay, our next speaker is someone who's very important. Her name is Sally Pipes. She happens to be the president and CEO of Pacific Research Institute. She's the author of Truth About ObamaCare, and she does frequent national TV appearances. Let's give a good welcome to Sally Pipes.
Well, thank you all for turning out, and I do hope that you will buy a copy of my book, The Truth About Obamacare. I've read all 2,500 pages of the law. The key goal for America, all Americans, is affordable, accessible, quality health care. The question is, how do we achieve that goal? Well, under Obamacare, the president promised lower taxes, universal coverage. Under this, what I figure will be a $2.5 trillion healthcare takeover, we will have increased taxes for all Americans, higher deficits, and ration care. And what ration care is denied care. The president said that if you like your health insurance and you like your doctor, nothing is going to change. Well, I want you to know that everything is going to change. Under Obamacare, the American Academy of Family Physicians has said that there will be a shortage by 2019 of 40,000 family practitioners or primary care docs. How is the administration going to get 18 million more people on Medicaid and have doctors be able to treat these people? Care is going to be denied, and it's going to be denied first to our seniors, just like it is in Canada. Investors Business Daily did a poll just before the vote, and they found that 45% of our doctors would seriously consider giving up the practice of medicine. I am a Canadian. I'm now an American. I've been an American for 3.5 years. But I thought most people, and I do a lot of radio and TV, and they say the Canadian healthcare system is absolutely fabulous. Well, let me tell you, because I grew up under that program. The Canadian healthcare system was taken over by the federal government fully in 1984. We have long waiting lists for care. The average wait is 16 weeks, that's 4 months. We have 17% of Canadians, 5 million out of 32 million, are just trying to get a primary care doctor. And that is because the government determines how much is going to be spent on health care. They say 10%. And that's why you have these long waiting lists, denied care, and lack of access to the latest technology. 250 doctors every year leave Canada and come to the United States to practice medicine. And it's not just because they want to become rich. It's because they want to be able to treat their patients and get the procedures and tests that their patients need. Danny Williams, the Premier of Newfoundland, in February of this year, when he was told that he needed a heart valve replacement, he couldn't get it in Newfoundland, our most eastern province, and he found that he would have to wait. So Danny Williams flew to Miami, Florida, to Mount Sinai Hospital and had a non-invasive valve replacement surgery done right away. When Danny Williams went back to Canada, the media was all over him. They said, how could you not use the Canadian healthcare system? And Danny Williams said, it's my health and it's my choice. I say to all of you, where are the best doctors in America going to go? And where are we as patients going to go if we have to wait for care and our care is denied? It is very interesting that in Canada and Great Britain, Canada, where private health care is outlawed, the Canadian government is now looking to open up their health care system to private alternatives. co-pays, user fees, because the Canadian people are so upset about these waiting lists. And David Cameron, the new Prime Minister of Great Britain, is doing the same. He wants to empower doctors and patients and get away from these long waiting lists. Why is it that here in America, our president wants Medicare for all and ultimately a single-payer, government-run healthcare system? We need to empower doctors and patients. This legislation needs to be repealed early in 2013 if the Republicans take over the presidency and our Congress. This legislation needs to be replaced with legislation that will empower doctors and patients. The federal government got us into this mess in the first place when they changed the tax code during World War II when wage and price controls were in. We shouldn't be getting our insurance through our employer, but 176 million of us do. And if you lose your job or you quit your job, you lose your pre-tax benefit and your health care. So remember, when the president says, if you like your health care and you like your doctor, nothing will change. Things are going to change. We also need to allow people to buy health insurance across state lines. We need states to do medical malpractice reform. Remember, the president gave 58 speeches on health care, and he started talking about health insurance reform, but he kept saying, doctors are earning too much, they do too many tests, because they want to make a lot of money. Doctors do practice defensive medicine because they are afraid of being sued. PricewaterhouseCoopers says $210 billion in defensive medicine was spent last year. Let's do medical malpractice reform at the state level because more doctors will stay in medicine and their costs of insurance will go down. In my book, The Truth About ObamaCare, which is going to be available for sale right after I speak, I give 10 solutions to make our healthcare continue to be the finest healthcare in the world. People come here from all over the world, just like Danny Williams did, the former Premier of Quebec. If members of Congress do not vote to repeal and replace this legislation, which is the largest entitlement since the introduction of the Great Society, all of us will be on Hayek's road to serfdom, and it will be impossible to get off. We will have denied care, our seniors will be first to be affected, we will not have access to the latest procedures and treatments because research and development, which a lot of it is done here in San Diego, will not take place. As my dear friend P.J. O'Rourke says, if you think healthcare is expensive now, just wait until it's free. Thank you.